All right, so welcome to tonight's team call. I have Dana on with me, and I know a few of you girls' life has kind of happened over the night last night. So no worries, that's why we record these, because things do come up. And so if you're listening to the playback, and you have any questions about the content that we're going to go over, please make sure you comment below and tag me in it so that I see it, and I'll make sure that I answer any questions that you may have. So before we dive into that content, I want to give a couple shout outs. The first one, I'm going to give a shout out to Marguerite. She has 2 points on the Success Club board, which means she has inspired one person to get started on their health and fitness journey. So kudos to you, girl. That's awesome. We're super proud of you for that. The next person I'm going to shout out is Miss Dana, who's on the call. She is one of our newest coaches, and she's diving full in, you guys, working hard to learn how she can best share her story and inspire others to make changes in their life like she has started with her own journey. So we're super proud of you, girl, for all the hard work that you're putting in. And last but definitely not least, we are going to give a huge shout out to Hannah Mayo, because Hannah has struggled with getting started in her own health and fitness journey lately. But since she went to Summit, she is feeling very inspired and is kicking some butt the last 3 days. And we are super, super proud of you for that, Hannah. Keep going, keep diving into your nutrition. I know that change is hard, and there's times that it's easier and there's times that it's harder, but you can do this. We're all rooting for you. We are all here with you, and we're all very proud of you. So those are our shout outs. One more thing to talk about is the Super Saturday is coming up at the end of September. I did share the link for the Toledo event. There are only 250 tickets for that event, so make sure you get registered for that ASAP, because with Janelle and Meg and Corey Miller all hosting that event, they're all powerhouses, you guys, so they will sell that event out quickly, okay? So make sure you get registered for that. And if you did not see the All Access Challenge Pack, I did post in the group earlier this week, maybe even late last week, that sale was originally supposed to be until August 1st for the $160. They have extended that until August 31st for the $160 instead of the $199, which is amazing. So take advantage of that. Oh, and one more thing is the Team Cup. So we have one team registered for the Team Cup. If you need a team, or you're looking to get connected with a team of girls or girls and guys, let me know, or make sure you get a team together, because we have until Monday to register for the August Team Cup. That's definitely something that you want to participate in. One, it's fun to work together as a team to inspire people to make changes in their life. You get to earn really cool prizes. And it's proven that people who participate in the Team Cup move their business forward and stay focused throughout that month. So before the chaos of school and the kids going back to school and all of that happens, let's dive in and band together and work hard to stay focused and stay accountable, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and screen share, because tonight we are going to talk about some content that I learned while we were at Summit just a couple weeks ago. So this was Chalene Johnson's information that she shared with us. And so it's 3 tips to avoid becoming white noise on social media. Okay, you guys, we have to constantly be reinventing ourselves and upping our game as far as the social media standpoint, because there's a lot of people selling stuff on social media, right? Like, you're constantly, if you go on your news feed, there's constantly a network marketer that's spamming you with their the products and sales and buy from me now and help us reach our next rank or whatever, like blah, blah, blah. So people just scroll through that. We don't want to represent ourselves that way, right? We talk about all the time that we need to stand in front of the brand, and we are our brand, and we use the products that Beachbody provides to help people, but we are the brand. We are the person. We aren't salespeople. We are working to connect with people. And so that's what makes us stand out differently from all those other people who are spamming you, right? So this is going to be 3 tips to help you avoid becoming that white noise on social media. So social media is constantly changing. Like, how many of you remember MySpace and having all the different backgrounds that you could change and how that evolved? And I mean, that died off pretty quickly. And Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat, like all those are, especially Facebook, have really kind of set the tone for social media and where people are to connect and build relationships and stay connected with people that they've built relationships with. So it's constantly changing, but it's also constantly changing in the sense that we need to change what content we're sharing and be mindful of what people are connecting with. So I put two examples here. One is on a post from 2013 where I said, week number 2 of T25, the first week I lost 5 pounds. I could take another 5 this week. It really doesn't give us anything. Like, do you feel like I'm just talking at you? I'm not really providing you with any value. I'm just kind of talking at you. So one, okay, good for you. Like, you got your workout in. But two, like, there's really no value or inspiration or anything like that to that post. It's literally just stating something that happened. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, I said the program. We don't want to typically put the brand or the program out there. You maybe instead of like 21 Day Fix, I'm following this 21-day nutrition and fitness program. Different things like that to identify what the program is without using the name. Because when we put the name of the products out there, people can hit Google, you guys, and then they can totally bypass you as a coach because they don't know what you as a coach provides. Okay, so in the post on with the food, obviously it's been 4 years and I'm just more seasoned and know what works, and I've critiqued and refined how I talk to people, but I'm also implementing what Chalene was teaching at Summit, and it's simply I can't read it now, so I'm gonna have to blow it up so I can see what it says. Our trip is over and wait, let's see. Our trip is over and focus on nutrition is right back on with our brand new meal plan guide. I wasn't feeling what was planned for dinner because we've been so used to on the go type meals. Or so I thought anyway. And then I was talking about how good this was. One, I'm using a picture, and I have the food as the forefront and I'm kind of blurred out, but you can see my face and you can see that I'm branding me, right? You know that it's me because I'm in the picture, but I'm showing you what I had for dinner. And notice how the wording, instead of telling you what the program was, I simply said, following my brand new meal plan guide. That creates curiosity. And that's what Chalene is preaching. It's for us to create curiosity for our followers. So we'll kind of talk about that a little bit. Which leads me into the 3 tips not to be white noise. Number 1 is borrowed words are for the birds. Number 2 is don't tell me, you're going to sell me. And number 3 is likes wear thin, questions for the win. So where I created curiosity when I said my brand new meal plan guide, that's where you're creating that likes were thin, questions for the win, where people are going to start commenting, well, what are you using? What meal plan are you following? How do you make your meals? Blah, blah, blah. All that stuff to start engagement and start conversation that you can then take off of your post and start in a private message and continue to grow that relationship further, okay? So our 3 tips for today that we're going to go over to avoid being white noise are borrowed words are for the birds, don't tell me you're going to sell me, and likes wear thin, questions for the win. So the first one, borrowed words are for the birds. You guys, articulating posts takes practice, and it's a unique form of art. I would much rather you spend 5 minutes on one post rather than 1 minute on 5 posts. Does that make sense? Putting some thought and some feeling in and sharing a piece of your story with each of your posts is what is going to help your followers to connect to you, okay? And so like how many of you are following top coaches or other coaches in the organization? I know that when I first started especially, I was following other coaches because I wanted to see what was working for them. And I still use top coaches for inspiration and what they're posting. I don't follow them quite as much because I have my own style now, but it is nice when you're first starting out or you're really trying to refine your wording and how you're talking to your followers to see how they make posts. See what posts are getting a lot of engagement and how they're wording that. So you can use that for inspiration, but you don't want to copy and paste it, you guys, because it's not authentic to you. It doesn't sound like you. It's not you. But you can say, okay, so she told a little bit of her story, then she told a little bit about the program without saying the name or whatever that she's using, and then she invited them at the end, or whatever it is, whatever kind of strikes you. If it's pulling you in and you connect with it, then it's most likely that if you articulate something similar that your followers are going to connect as well, okay? Because your followers are essentially you. They're people who are like-minded with you. So they're going to be drawn to a post that you're drawn to. So again, you want to sound like you're authentic to you and your brand and what you bring to the table. We are all unique. Yes, we're all offering challenge groups. Yes, we're all offering the same products. But each and every one of us has a different story. We have a different background. We have different struggles. We have different triumphs. And we have different value that we bring to the table. So think about what sets you apart from everyone else. Okay? Think about that. Think about what sets you apart from everyone else. Don't be afraid to try something new. If it doesn't work, guess what? There's a delete button. Okay, there's been many times that I have made a post and I'm like, man, really, that didn't get anything because I thought it was a good post. One, we can't get attached to it. We can't get attached to our post and think that it's gonna, be this awesome post, and then when it's a bomb, get upset about it. You just have to try new things. You can't be emotionally attached to a post. But two, sometimes it's just the time of day. I have literally deleted a post if it doesn't do anything in like 30 to 45 minutes. Copied it before I deleted it and posted the same exact thing, literally just pasted it, and then it blows up. So play around with it. All of us have different, if you're a stay-at-home mom, you probably have more friends that are stay-at-home moms, so they might be on social media more during the day. Or if you're a working parent or a career person, you might not be on social media a whole lot throughout the day because you're working, and evenings are better for you. So kind of pay attention to when your followers are really connecting with you and engaging the most on your posts, okay? And change up your pictures. Top coaches get great interaction because their images are attractive, okay? So there are a ton of different apps that you can use, and I will I'm gonna open up my phone here, and I will tell you a couple of my favorites. I use Avery, which is Aviary. It looks like it looks like the Instagram icon, but it's a white camera instead of a brown camera. I also love WordSwag. PicsArt, which is PICSART. That's what I use for like my side-by-sides for my transformation. And then I just started using Facetune, which is FACETUNE. But take a little bit of time. Facetune is, I actually only use that to specifically kind of blend if my picture's a little grainy or maybe my complexion isn't all that great when I take my picture. I will just use it to kind of blend myself a little bit. But you want your pictures to be eye-catching because, again, we don't want to be white noise. People are constantly posting selfies and constantly posting tons of pictures. So you want something that's clear with good lighting and eye-catching, okay? And think about different things that you can do. Something that I do, this is just kind of a trick that I've learned along the way, I will set my phone up while I'm working out and hit video for like 2 minutes, and then I'll go back through my video and look at a pose that is clear when I pause it and screenshot my phone when it's paused so that I get like an action move that's clear and I'm not having to hold the move. I can simply pause the video and take a screenshot. But think outside the box, not always just a selfie. Maybe you take a picture of your shoes or your workout clothes before you work out. But you want your images to be, eye-catching and draw you in. Again, when you see other people's posts, what gets your attention? Use that for inspiration to create your own posts, okay? Don't tell me you're going to sell me. So again, like being bombarded with all those salesy posts, people don't want to be sold to, okay? People want to be connected with. So how many of you can think of a friend or a fellow network marketer who blasts a product all over social media? We all can think of probably a really good handful of them, right? I used to do it too. Like I've shared a couple posts this week that were like time hops. Time hop is amazing because it shows you the growth in your posts. It shows you how bad they were to start and where you are now. And so a lot of you are maybe just starting out and you're getting all this information up front. You guys, I didn't have that. Like when I first started, I was just kind of like trying whatever, I had no idea what to post, what to talk about, how to share my story, none of that. So I was literally, there were times I was just posting the links. I was using the graphics that Beachbody provides, which are beautiful and they do a great job, but that's not my brand. We need to be the brand. So when you see those kind of posts from those fellow network marketers that are selling you, do you even stop and read it? I know I don't. Like I just keep scrolling. It's white noise. I don't even read what the content is. And they might be providing some really great value, but because the image is a stock image from their company or something like that, you scroll right past it. So those are things that we need to think about. If they sent you a friend request and you look them up, would you feel their intentions are friendship or sales? So that's another thing. Like we're constantly sending friend requests every day to add to our network, to grow new relationships and connect with new people. A lot of times those people are going to come to your personal profile and they're going to say, okay, is this person a total creep? Are they a weirdo? Like, who are they? Why are they friend requesting me? They check you out, like you would do that too. If you don't know who they are, even if you have mutual friends, you might say, well, I don't even know if I really know this person, but I'm going to go check them out. If they see that you're inspirational and you're sharing recipes and you're providing value and you have a lot of feedback on your page and you're maybe working out and you just seem to be a happy person who's leading a healthy, happy lifestyle, they're going to be drawn to you. But if they just see stock images from Beachbody and that you're selling and links and stuff like that, they're going to be like, oh, this person's just trying to sell me and not friend, not accept the friend request. So our Facebook profile, our Instagram, whatever social media platform that you are using is your storefront. So we want that to be presentable, right? We want that to reflect who we are. So I know that we've done this before, but if you haven't done it in a while, go back through, go to your wall and scroll through the last 10 to 20 posts. And does that reflect who you are? Does that give a good sense of what you want in life, who you are in life, what you're working towards, maybe where you've been, so that people know who you are? Is that branding you? Attraction marketing in 2016, it is now curiosity marketing in 2017. So attraction marketing used to work. I'm looking for X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to help you with blah, blah, blah. More sharing our story. That worked last year. It's not working so much now. And part of that is because there are so many network marketers out there that are just blasting stuff all the time. So again, we just have to kind of change the way things are and change how we're posting. So now it's curiosity. Remember when I said, I'm excited to start this brand new meal plan to get back on track? Well, what's the meal plan that you're using? The other day I made a post holding Shakeology and talking about how I love Shakeology, but the opening sentence was, I absolutely love this brand new mascara that I've been using. Well, what kind of mascara are you using? Your eyes, everybody's like, you look really pretty. What kind of mascara are you using? Asking the questions, getting people to ask questions and to engage with you and be curious about what you're doing, but not feel like you're selling them, okay? So leak out details. We don't want to give everything up front. Like I said in the first slide when I said T25 and I gave the name out right away. We want to leak out details. I'm loving this brand new program. I have a brand new baby or a brand new second baby, and I can get my workout done in 25 minutes or whatever. Just leaking the details without saying the name of the product or program. If we drop all the names and trainers we are using, our followers can very easily Google and completely bypass us as their coach. So I already kind of said that, not knowing what we offer because we never gave them the chance to be curious. Lead with you and your brand, not Beachbody. Stand in front of our products. So we've kind of already talked about that in that first slide, but just really making sure that you're standing in front of the products. They're amazing products, you guys. They sell themselves because they're so amazing, and the results that they yield are amazing. But we need to connect our followers with us because we're the ones that are unique, right? We're the ones that are bringing the value to the table to help them accomplish their goals. So again, don't tell me you're going to sell me. I shared this T25 post. This picture was literally legit photo from one of my time hops that I posted on my wall. Who the hell is gonna freaking comment on that? Like, woohoo, good for you. I don't even remember what the content was. Probably, oh, there's a big sale or something stupid. Who knows? But that doesn't provide any value. That's just showing like what Beachbody offers. It has nothing to do with me as an individual. So when we talked about curiosity, I'm talking about day one of doing the shift shop. But I said, so those new shoes I got a few weeks ago because I just got some new tennis shoes and I asked for people's opinion on what shoes I should buy. I said they are amazing, and it's a picture of me like flexing my foot so that they could see my tennis shoe in the mirror. And then I said new shoes, new tank top, and new program for our nutrition and fitness went down today, and it's talking about day one. But again, creating curiosity. Well, what kind of shoes did you buy? Why do you like them? Different things like that to get questions and curiosity going. Okay. And this is another thing, you guys. If you are sick of like just having a regular selfie or like taking a picture in the mirror or something like that, and you want to change things up, use that PicsArt and put 3 pictures side by side like that. It changes the look up and it changes, you know, it's eye catching because there's 3 of the same picture. So, likes wear thin, questions for the win. Again, leaking details, just giving a little bit of information at a time. Start a dialogue by giving enough for them to ask questions. So a post of mine that did really good and has had a lot of curiosity over the past couple of months, and I post about it like once a week. Sometimes more than that because I love my yellow drink. But it's thank goodness for this yellow drink. Running like crazy with the kiddos today, laundry work, and I really want to get that workout on, but I am dragging. So yellow drink down and I'm ready to roll. And it's like, well, what is that yellow drink? What is it? Is it natural? Is it a pre-workout? What is it? And you get a bunch of people asking questions. So leaking details about what you're doing. Again, today I made a post about that I had to pee 10,000 times, as always, before and during my workout. But what did I say? I said pee, check. Drink, yellow drink, check. Pee, check. Change clothes, check. But it's literally how my day went before I worked out. Something so simple, but putting in there that instead of saying I drank my Energize, I said I got my yellow drink in. Well, what's the yellow drink and why are you using it? See how that creates curiosity and it arises questions and people start asking, want to ask questions. Then you can continue the conversation in a private message to continue to grow that relationship and build that trust. This is that post that I was talking about. Super simple. I stepped outside. I was at the barn this day, stepped outside in the sunlight and took a picture. I had my makeup done, so it was a good way to just take a selfie, and I had my shake in hand. And I'm talking about how I think that dreaded lady was in town and I was craving a lot of chocolate, and I was thanking God that I had my chocolate shake to like keep me on track and keep me sane last week. But my opening sentence was, I absolutely love my new mascara. And because I had my makeup done, people were like, well, what mascara are you using? So it's just a way to use different things in your environment or on you or something that's going on in life to create that curiosity with your followers. Just start taking action. Just start taking action and sharing your story. Sharing you and your story and be open to tweaking your content. If we overthink or wait for the perfect moment, we will never start. Don't overanalyze and become paralyzed with posting. So like I said in the beginning, I would much rather you create one post that takes you 5 minutes, that has a good quality picture that you took a little bit of time to edit and you provided value, rather than creating 5 posts throughout the day that took you a minute to throw up, because people feel that. When you're just like, oh, I got to get something up, and you slap it up there and there's no value or anything behind it, they can feel that. But when you pour a little bit of your heart in that, how you're feeling, maybe something you're struggling with, maybe a triumph or a hurdle that you've overcome, different things like that, people connect with that, with you being real and raw. Okay, so just start taking action and kind of start in your mind thinking about what's working and what people are responding to. I will give you a couple of quick tips as we wrap this up. I'm going to stop my share. 2 things really quick that I have learned that have dramatically changed my posts. 1, break your posts up into small sentences, or small paragraphs. It's much easier for people to kind of skim through them, rather than if they see one big paragraph, they go, oh, I really don't want to read that. It could be the same amount of sentences, but for whatever reason, when you break them up in just like 2 or 3, then 2 or 3, and then 2 or 3, they're much more likely to read it and connect with it, rather than seeing this big block of a post and go, oh, I'm not reading that, and scroll past it. So work on kind of breaking up your sentences in your thoughts, as you move along in your post. Something else that works really good is like asking a question in the first sentence and then continuing on with your post, or maybe putting in bold letters with some emojis on either side, something at the top that's eye-catching to get them to stop their scroll and start reading your post. And then the last thing that I have started doing since I did the Jessie Reagan social media training, when I have a post that does really well and connects with a lot of people, I copy it and paste it into the notes on my phone, and I put the date that I posted that, because people don't remember, 1, that you already posted it, and 2, you're constantly having new followers, and all of your content doesn't automatically go into everybody's news feed. Like, it's a very small percentage. They only put it into a couple people's, and if those people like it right away, then Facebook puts it into more people's, and if they like it right away, then you constantly are growing by getting more engagement on your post. But at least for me, when I was starting to post on social media, I'm like, well, I have 1,000 friends. Why is nobody commenting? Because the 5 people that saw it initially didn't think it was of value and didn't comment or post like on it or anything. So Facebook killed it. So don't be misled and think that just because you have 1,000 friends or you have 500 friends that everybody's going to see it. Okay, a couple are going to see it, and we have to grab their attention so that it goes into Facebook, more news feeds of your friends' feeds. Does that make sense? So when the posts do really well, I will save it in my phone, and a couple months down the road, I will reshare it. I might change it up a little bit. I obviously change the picture, but the content itself and the story, I'm using the exact same post. Excuse me. Sorry, I had a tickle in my throat. I will use the exact same post. I had a time hop the other day that blew up. That was like a really good post from 2 years ago. I reshared it, I think 2 nights ago, and it blew up again. So it's just something, the way I articulated the content and shared my story or whatever, people connect with it, and it's real. So I just changed a little bit of like how I was feeling now and what's going on in life now, but I was able to use the same content. So when you start getting posts like that, start saving it and date it so that when you shared it last, you're not sharing it like a week later, right? You're sharing it a couple months down the road and you're changing it a little bit. but it's a way to kind of save yourself on the days that maybe are a little bit crazy and you really want to get good content out there or a good post, but maybe you're feeling drained or you're just really busy that day. You can easily go into your notes on your phone, copy and paste it, and put a picture with it. So that's just something that has personally helped me. But hopefully those 3 tips will help you to avoid becoming just that post that people scroll past. And just know that it takes time. You know, making these changes, it isn't going to blow up your content right away. It takes time. And the more people start engaging with you, make sure you're engaging back with them and you're starting conversation back and forth with them so that they know that you're acknowledging them. And that's only going to help your content get into more people's feeds so that you can inspire and impact more lives. Okay? All right, cool. Dana, do you have any questions? No? All right, love. Well, it is 9 o'clock. I kept it right at 30 minutes. Woo-hoo! Thank you so much for jumping on. For you girls who are listening to the playback, just let me know if you have any questions. I hope that everybody is okay and everybody gets some good rest tonight after some crazy life happenings last night. I love you all, and I will talk with you all soon.